When I got started on the renovations and cleaning of our new home, I had a pretty good idea that it wasn't going to be quick and easy, but for some reason in my head, I had decided it was only going to take me a couple of days between all of the cleaning and getting everything cleaned up. What I was not prepared for, though, was the amount of bugs we were going to have to deal with.
Yeah, as soon as I pulled that down, dead bugs.
So, needless to say, that was definitely not fun. And it honestly wasn't even the worst because the amount of dead bugs, dust, spiders, cobwebs, even spider nests that had accumulated in the windowsills, around the corners of the ceiling. I knew going into this that it was not going to be pretty, but I guess a part of me really wasn't prepared for just how bad it really was. All things considered, it definitely could have been a lot worse. It was just not really the level of dirt I was prepared to deal with. I am so very grateful that I had my girlfriends there with me because it definitely made it go a lot faster. It still took us about 4 solid hours just to clean the upstairs living space and the master bedroom bathroom. But if I had been doing that on my own, it easily would have taken me a couple trips out there to get it done. While we were cleaning, we did discover that there were these interesting frames that had been built into the windows where they had Velcroed window covers over top of them that were used to deflect sunlight out of the house. Now, I love sunlight. The place we're renting right now, we only have 3 windows. One of them is covered by an awning, so we really don't get any sunlight through there. And the other 2 are on opposite walls of where we actually get sunlight. So for me, I'm wanting as much sunlight as I can possibly get to come into this house. So I really didn't hesitate in removing these frames and getting rid of those window covers because I want to allow as much natural sunlight into our house as possible. And if I really don't want the sunlight coming in, I do plan to put up some curtains and I can just close those. But the amount of bugs that had been accumulating between the windowsill and these frames was absolutely disgusting. The master bathroom also needs a decent amount of work. A lot of it is just, again, dusting, sweeping, cleaning the walls. But around the house, there were these corner guards as the former owner's wife had been in a wheelchair. So there were all these bumper guards around the corners of the house. I did remove those, so it's definitely going to take me some work to get those fixed again. But I just didn't like how the guards looked around the house. And if anyone remembers our walk around video, they remember how disgustingly dirty this toilet was.
Does it look like a toilet? Or are we being grossed out? That actually is, well, I mean, it's porcelain, so of course it can clean. Yeah, and I have a new seat coming for it. Girl.
So one of the first things I did was get a whole new toilet seat for this and just rip the old one off because there was no restoring the amount of stains that were on that. So thankfully the sink and toilet were pretty easy to get back into functioning condition because really porcelain is not that hard to clean. But the window in here was absolutely disgusting. Again, just covered in dead bugs, slime, dirt, cobwebs, spider nests, some of them vacant, some of them still full. And the cloths that I was using to wash the window were coming off black, so it was definitely long overdue. To give you an idea of just how badly neglected this house had been, there were mice, and I was pretty quickly able to figure out where they were getting in, and I've since boarded it up, and our mouse problem is now gone. But we did have a lot of mouse poop to clean up when we first took possession. Some of that was even inside of the fridge. So I don't know if the fridge had just been left open with food in it or what. So we did a lot of deep cleaning in that fridge to get it back to using condition. It was crazy to see, though, even just the difference it made washing the walls. There was so much scum and dirt on the walls. As soon as we got all of that off, it already looked 100 times better. Once we finally got all the cleaning done, it was time to start patching holes, washing the few spots that I'd missed, and getting things ready to start painting. Now, please don't come at me in the comments. I know that the way I do some things isn't necessarily how it should be done. Now, I am not a licensed contractor. I am simply somebody who enjoys doing home improvements and working on my own home. I've definitely done my fair share of home work before, so I'm not new to this. However, I may not always do things exactly how they should be done, but I do my research and I always try to do it the best that I can in the most correct way I can. So while I may not be able to do it all as quickly as I was hoping, I still have lots of time before we actually move in to get everything done that I want to. Which right now, at least my priority is getting it all cleaned with a fresh coat of paint to at least make it feel fresh, clean, and ready for us to move in at the end of the month. But even just in the little amount of cleaning and work that we've done, it already looks so much better. I've gone out there a few times now and I've really only gotten the upstairs prepped and ready to prime and paint. I will definitely be making a few more trips out there between now and when we move in at the end of the month than I had originally planned. But I really want to have this place feeling like our home by the time Big B and Little B see it for the first time. I am very much enjoying the process in the meantime. While I may not enjoy having dead bugs falling on me, I do love getting to see the transformation that it's making. And while we still have quite a long ways to go with many more steps involved before it is to that level of ready that I want it to be by the time we move in, I love feeling like I am building our home. I am building a safe space for our little one to grow up in. I'm building a safe space for us to just spend time together and create our future together.